Hey you guys, it's Wednesday, so you know what time it is? It's time for Sew on Wednesday, and guess who's here? Carolyn's here.
I'm here.
It's so good to have you, honey.
So for the next, 3 or 4 weeks, this is going to be the Lorene and Carolyn show.
That's right, the Lorene and Carolyn show. So anyway, she came in on Saturday, and the weather was perfect for her to get here. It was nothing like this last year. Last year we had some ice going on and cold weather, but it's beautiful here now. So she's here.
Yay.
Yay. We got a lot of different things to show you guys.
Many
things. But what I'm going to start off with is something I just made, and I want you guys to know about it. It doesn't have to do with anything with cross stitch, but look at this gingerbread house. I saw it, well, a picture of it on Instagram, and I thought, man, it must have cost $100 to get this made at a bakery. So I went to the blog that posted it, and they were showing how to make these. They had made them. You guys, this is a tissue box, a puff tissue box.
Was that what you used? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, the bottom part here is a tissue box, and then the top, the roof, is just a bended. You just get a long it's actually a rectangle cardboard, and you bend it in the middle and glue it to the top with hot glue. And then you get some graham crackers, and that's graham crackers right there. And you glue that to the puff box into the roof.
Can you eat this?
No, you can't.
Oh no.
In most gingerbread houses you can't.
I know.
But it looks good enough to eat, doesn't it?
It does. Smells good.
So you glue the graham crackers on there, and the icing is the Oreo icing, which is powdered sugar, egg whites, and cream of tartar. And
it's stiff.
It takes just a few hours and overnight, and it is stiff.
It's nice.
So, and it smells so good, guys.
Yes.
And I put candies. These are fake candies I got from Hobby Lobby, and fake little cookies. So anyway, I want to link where you can go make this and get the instructions on exactly how to make this below.
Have to make it in a hurry. It's almost Christmas.
Well, I just made mine, and I'm going to use it for my centerpiece on my Christmas table.
Good.
On Monday, on Christmas Day.
Yay.
But anyway, and if you don't get to make it this year, you can do it next year.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to put this over. I tell you what, Carolyn, you keep talking. I'll be right back. I'm going to get this out of the way because I don't want to break it.
Okay, I'm going to keep talking. Lorene, we have so many things to show. Yeah, I'm not sure where we're going to start. You need to come back in a hurry because we've got lots of things to show.
I'm coming, Carolyn. I'm coming, honey. I'm coming.
First of all, your last video, you talked about getting some special package from one of your Sandy. And there were 2 or 3 or 4 things in there with my name on them, and so I was sort of expecting you to bring it to the airport.
Oh, I know you were.
And we could have pulled off the side of the road and opened them, but you
didn't
do that.
So excited. I got to the airport and she said, "You have the package?" I go, "No." How we got? I said, "No." So, but we did open it when we got home. We're just going to show you a few things because Sandy, bless your heart, you gave us so many little goodies.
Absolutely.
And they're all beautiful. So
here's a little ornament cup.
Let me show mine.
That with my initial on it.
And a little ornament cup with my initial. And she gave us some
some little special things, a special pen, and some emery boards, and a little seam ripper kit, a couple of little tin cans with goodies in it, measuring tape, little pair of scissors.
Get that?
All sorts of special things. Sandy, thank you. And I also got a couple of little
crocheted flowers. They're just beautiful. And I got a bunch of little tin cans, which I'm going to make some stuff with it.
Sandy, we thank you very much for your generosity.
Yes.
And thinking of us. Yes. And we will definitely.
And I'm keeping all my little wax seals that she had.
Yeah.
I mean, the wrapping was spectacular, you guys.
Absolutely.
So I won't show you anything else, but I've got a bunch of stuff in there.
You showed several things before,
I gotta show this.
Oh yes, that's a little recipe holder.
Yeah.
something. Or you could just put a little greeting card or a little...
or a place setting
Yes.
name.
Yes.
So, and one more thing. Oh my goodness, got so much stuff in here. But I love gingerbread. Look at this. Isn't
Yes.
that cute too? Carolyn got one of those too.
Yes.
So anyway, so again, thank you, Sandy. You're so, so sweet.
Absolutely.
We call this Christmas in a box.
Yeah.
It was. It was like
Christmas
Christmas in a box.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, Lorraine, we got so many things.
Okay. Just pick up something and we'll start talking
Well,
about it.
cross stitch.
Okay.
We obviously are doing a lot of cross stitch.
Yes.
But this is my latest cross stitch little
Oh
project.
my gosh, is that cute?
Hold that up there.
Oh my goodness, look at this, guys. That is so darling.
Back 2 or 3 months ago, we both bought several of these patterns.
Oh, yeah. I haven't started on any of mine.
It's called Owl Stitching House. Let me see. Well, this is this. That's not this one here. Hold this up. I didn't iron this, but you can open that up.
Oh, okay.
I actually started this one here. It's the
Oh my
Gingerbread
goodness.
House.
Oh, this is the first time I got to see. Okay, show it to them.
Yes.
Did
Go
you-
ahead.
okay.
Yes. Go ahead and hold that up. That's the Gingerbread House. And it's just really a fun stitch to do. There's not really much confetti that is part of any of these patterns, but they're just so much fun. And so,
Oh my gosh, that is so cute. I like the little girl.
yes.
The little girl.
Oh
picking
yeah,
up
and on the other side
on
there's a
the
little
door.
boy in the other window, but I haven't done that one. So I worked on that one for a while.
Okay. And this is from Owl Stitching House. Yes.
Owl Stitching House.
Yeah, I got these too. I remember me and you went.
Yes,
We just
both-
went crazy that day. We must have bought
started
7 or
with-
8. But I haven't, like I said, I haven't started any of mine.
All of a sudden I've misplaced one, but the other one, oh,
You need to look for it.
no, it's around here somewhere. But that I couldn't. This is an advent calendar. The pattern for this one is the one that I've misplaced. But I took a break from the Gingerbread House and then started making this one. And as a little side note, I wanted to point out these needle minders that I made. I actually, Lorraine, hold on to that.
Okay.
What I did is on the back, these are made with, small magnets, of course, anybody that's done a needle minder. But what I decided to do is on the back magnet, the piece that goes on the back, if you can see, I've actually glued a button on the back magnet. So what I thought, it would be easier to find if it falls off.
Well, you know what? That's
You
true
know.
because I have.
Especially if you have grandchildren that are going to be running around the house. And so the back of it looks like this.
Oh, that's a great idea, Carol.
Yeah.
Here, let's put this other one on.
And so it just,
Yes, because you
That's
know
the
I
back of it.
have lost the small magnet.
oh, I know. And this is actually not the smallest magnet that we use for some of our needle
Oh,
minders.
I know it.
And so
I couldn't
this
find
works
it.
out very nice having that extra little button on the back magnet.
They
And
do.
it's also, if you want
It
to
looks
just
pretty.
use that as the needle minder front, you could certainly do that.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, so you have
Right.
2 needle minders in one.
I do, definitely.
Yeah, I dropped my magnet one time. It's been a couple months ago, and we couldn't find it. And my husband said, "I don't want you using those anymore if you can't locate the magnet." Because we
Right.
have a little 1-year-old granddaughter, and don't
just
need
don't
that
wanna
on
do
the
that,
we
no.
don't need that on the floor for her. So, what a great idea! I love this idea.
Yeah, so I'm going to start doing that on all my
I'm
needle
gonna,
minders.
well, I'm gonna go back and
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
the ones I've done. put
Yeah, we
that
can
on
do
there.
that, and it doesn't, those are just scrappy buttons.
Yeah, and guys, the buttons at Hobby Lobby are still on clearance. So if you need buttons, go get some and do this. Okay, this is really darling.
Here's just 2 more patterns from this Owl Stitching House that we both purchased. And this is
Have you
one.
started any of those yet?
I haven't started either of these. This is a Gingerbread Village. This is a bigger one. I've actually gridded my fabric, and for those of you who have seen any of the past things, I do grid my fabric. This is actually just if you can see that gridded fabric. I basically, in the center, whatever the center of the pattern is, I use one color thread. In this case, I use pink. And then I then grid the rest of the fabric with a different color.
Nice.
And that's the way I do it. So I have gridded the fabric for these. I just haven't started them. So
What color is that going to be? Like what count is that?
this is 16 count. This is twilight blue.
Is this twilight blue too? 16
No,
count?
that's a similar color, but it's not twilight blue.
It may be silver. No.
Yeah.
Oh well, I can't remember what the color is either.
That looks like pewter.
Pewter.
Yeah.
But this would be 16 count.
Yeah,
too?
these are all 16 count.
Really
So,
pretty.
Anyway, those are some of the little things with cross stitch. But I'm actually sort of taking a break from cross stitch.
She's been working on other stuff.
Other things.
But do you want to show them this or that be later?
Okay, we can do that. Well,
Okay. While we're talking about cross stitch,
yes,
she does have some
cross-stitch.
things she's finished.
I've
I
actually-
haven't got anything, guys. I haven't been working on cross stitch because I've been doing other stuff. So,
This is a pattern that by Sue Hill Designs,
oh, isn't that
the
cute?
Christmas tree,
I've got that one.
and pull that.
I just haven't
And
done
I
it.
actually completed that sometime this past year. Did I put I don't think I put a date on here.
No, but you put some cute buttons on there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, these buttons actually came with the pattern.
Oh, they did?
Yes. But you could certainly use any kind of buttons, but they came with the pattern on this. And you know what I'm going to do with this?
This is so cute. What you gonna do?
I think, I'm not sure, I would like to make a project bag with this.
This being on the outside?
Well, what I would like to do is put it inside, cover it with the vinyl, but then sew some fabric around the edges, but have this kind of as a little window on the project bag. But I want to cover it with vinyl so it doesn't the buttons don't get snagged or dirty or anything like
What
that.
a good idea. Well, we'll have
So
to come
that's
up
what
with
I'm
a,
thinking
we'll have
about
to come
that.
up with a pattern for that.
And there's one more that I would like to do a project bag with, and that's this little strawberry
Oh, this is from Sugar
yes,
Stitches.
Sugar Stitches.
Yes.
And I would like to do a project bag with this.
I think this one's called the Strawberry
So,
Sampler.
Perhaps in the next,
It's so
probably not
cute.
by our next video, but perhaps the first week or so of January, I might just have this done.
Oh yeah, well we'll show you guys. Hope she's gonna be here a month,
Yeah.
so we've got a lot of.
You're
things
stuck
we got
with me for a
planned.
whole month.
But that is
So,
nice.
anyway, those are a couple of cross stitches
Oh.
that I've completed this.
This is what I want to do a
Nice.
project bag, but it's not done yet. So I'm going to show y'all. But I'm planning on getting it done in the next couple of weeks
Oh,
before
yeah.
she leaves, so she can help me with
you'll
mine.
get it done. Oh, that's going to be cute.
I want to put this on a project bag.
One
This
of
is
your
very neat.
Miss Veronique's.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's going to be nice.
It's going to be nice. So I want to do a bag of some sort with her on there. So isn't she beautiful? Oh my goodness, she's so beautiful. I think that would make a lovely
That would,
bag.
yeah.
too.
And I think we can do it where we can cover the front with vinyl so that the cross stitch part is protected.
Oh yeah.
So that
Oh
will-
yeah.
that will-
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
What's next? What's next?
Well,
What-
do you want me to show the card stuff?
Yeah, go show the cross
Okay.
stitch. Okay, now
Me-
we're moving on. We don't have any more cross stitch, right?
Not really. We can talk about this.
Oh, let's do the.
No, that's toward the end. Okay.
Oh,
One
wait.
of the things that
You know what?
oh what?
I wanted to show those patterns that we got from Miss Sandy too.
Oh yeah, they're in the bag. Did you leave them right there? Oh, here they are. No.
Yep, those
here
are
they
them.
There you
Okay,
go. Show
so
those.
okay, let me show you. I want to still talk about cross stitch. Sandy sent these too. Of course, Carolyn's fighting me over. So
I don't know. We may have to split these up.
Lizzie Kate, some are smalls, and this one is
Oh, okay. And then this one is Plum Street and another Lizzie Kate. These are darling.
They
These
are
would be
darling.
quick stitches too because they're so
I'll let you
they're
hold this
small.
one up. This one.
And this one.
She really liked this
the
one.
Mistletoe Loitering Society. I think that's darling.
Just put it down just a little bit.
Oh,
There we
excuse me.
go.
Yeah. So thank you, Sandy, again for all your special gifts, and we will
I sure
definitely.
All dolled up.
Now, neither one of us have a dog, but we can certainly stitch this and give it to our friends who do.
I like doggies. I would like to have a dog.
You want a little puppy that you can carry around in your pocketbook.
Put a little bow and put in my pocketbook, and you just go with me.
One of these days, you just might do that.
Okay, now this part of the video, where I guess we're moving on to something different. She's got some fun stuff she's going to show y'all. So show us, Carolyn.
Well, a number of years ago, I started making cards. And it's not cross stitch, but it's a stitching process that you do. And for instance, here's a card that I stitched. You want to hold that, Lorraine?
Sure.
Okay. Now, what this is, and let me hold up this one. Here's a Christmassy one as well.
So pretty.
And they're stitched. Here's another. There's a couple.
Oh, that one's pretty too.
It's more of a, it's kind of a Valentine's card, but this is one that I actually made up myself.
Okay.
I did not have a pattern
nice.
for it. But what this is, there's a couple of companies. One of the companies is called Formaline. I don't know if any of you have seen this out there. It's just really nice. This particular company, I believe this company, it is from somewhere outside the U.S. But you actually purchase these little books, and they have different patterns in here. Now, the process, it's a very interesting process. The patterns, let me just show you, like for instance, this is this happens to be the stork pattern. And you see all these little dots and all the lines going back and forth. And what it is, you actually have to take cardstock and prick. Here's, for instance, let me find the little, he's here somewhere.
Oh, that little teddy bear is cute.
Oh yeah. Okay, so for instance, here's the pattern, and it's very hard to see, but you see all these little dots around the pattern. And what you have to do, you have to first of all make a copy of this on your copier, and then you.
Do you make this onto cardstock? Do you copy this onto
No,
No, just regular
paper.
Okay.
Now, unfortunately, I don't have one of those. That's not the best example, but going back to the one with the 3 crowns, hold up the one with the 3 crowns on there. And what it is, and it's very hard to see, there you go. You can kind of see the holes, and I've actually pricked a hole in this card following a particular pattern. And then from there is how then you start stitching back and forth, back and forth.
So when you say prick, what are you using to do that?
Well,
just a needle?
I usually use a pin with a large head on it so that it's easy to hold. And what I usually do is this particular cardstock. This is cardstock I've gotten like at Michael's or
This
or
colored
wherever.
cardstock, okay.
Yeah, you can get a package of colored cardstock. Now, in this case, if you'll see, there's three different cards here, 3 different colors, and I've actually taped them together because I found that I can do 3 at a time.
Oh, save time. Yes.
And so you take your pattern and you kind of place it over here, and I tape the corners. I don't want to tape the card itself because when you take the tape off, sometimes it pulls the paper off. But I then, and again, there you can see how I've pricked it there. And then you start stitching. And there is the pattern shows, okay, out at this spot over here, and it's all numbered
So
and
it
lettered.
gives you the direction and numbers, and
Right.
you just follow that.
And here's the back of the card. Now, you can see it's just hodgepodge. You don't have to, you use Scotch tape to secure the ends of your threads, and you just stitch back and forth. In this case, there's a few beads that were used on this one. And then what I will do is take this, hold that one please, and depending on your card, you can get, like this is a pre-printed card, I mean just a card. Now this is smaller, that would actually fit on this one won't really, well it'll fit. I will have to cut the outside of the card down. I'll trim it up a little bit and then I will attach it to this card with some double-sided tape. Now I do have a couple, here's one that is completed. It's a different pattern of course, and it's a little bit larger card, but it's a...
But that just means you can make all sizes.
Oh yes, and this was another design, but I taped it to the outside of this card. And so, and then I have an envelope, and then you can, you know, give this as a Christmas card or gifts or whatever.
And they do make beautiful Christmas cards.
Yes.
She's been making these for a long, long time, and she gave me, was it last year, a whole bunch of them.
Several years ago
I have given all my cards pretty much away,
Yes.
but every time I've given them away, the person who's receiving them always made a comment, Lorraine, where did you get these? These are the most beautiful, unique cards. And I say, hey, my friend Carolyn made them. So, and this is just regular thread. What kind of thread is that?
Well, actually, I use, there's a couple of different threads I use. I have used the DMC.
This embroidery floss?
Well, it's not embroidery, it's metallic floss.
Oh, the metallic.
The metallic floss. Now, here's some that, but this happens to be the DMC brand, and you can hold those up.
You know, these have got some shine to them. But yeah, you can get this at Hobby Lobby, Joann's.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to a specialty shop to get them.
The only thing about this thread is it's actually 6 strands of thread.
Right.
And it's like the others. So you separate, you know, into one strand, but then that one strand has 2 threads twined together.
Right.
And so it does make it challenging sometimes to use this, but it works nice.
Right.
And with any metallic thread, you typically have to use smaller pieces.
Oh yeah, that's what she's talking about right there. That is one strand, but it's got 2 little strands.
But any metallic thread will work. Now on some of my patterns, hold that please.
Well, you got a lot.
Some of my patterns, let me show you a few of these. I didn't, like, here's a Christmas tree. I have not completed this, but here's a Christmas tree. I actually used, for the star, I used the metallic thread, but for the leaves on this, I used just regular thread.
Well, it's beautiful. Now, are you going to add beads to this?
Well, this one is going to be,
you can see
there
the
will be a
hole
few
she's not
beads.
done.
Yeah, I have one that's completed somewhere in my stash here.
And these are seed beads you put on? Are they called seed beads or the little tiny beads?
Yes, the seed beads typically. Well, I had a Christmas tree here that I thought I had completed, but maybe I don't have any completed.
Oh, I thought I was watching you do one.
Yeah, because it has the
candles.
Yeah.
Is it right here? Is this it right here? Nope.
No.
Oh well. It's MIA, people. It's missing in action.
But these cards are really fun to work with.
Oh, she's been working on since she's been here. She loves them.
Yes, and so it's just a break, you know, kind of a change of pace from cross stitch. Now again, the
oh, there it is right there.
Oh, here it is. This is
Look
one
how
that's
beautiful
actually
this looks.
complete. This is one that I used regular embroidery thread for the leaves and the base of the tree, but then I used the metallic thread for the everything else.
And then you put the longer
yeah, you put the little
sequence. What is it called?
The long beads, and then the
little tiny one on top
for the candle
to make a candle.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
Those worked out well. And here's one I've done.
That's beautiful. They're, like I said, they make lovely cards, and you can even frame these too. I did have one framed at one time.
Here's two of
maybe hold it
these in
up.
different colors. You can hold those two up. So yeah, I've had fun with these, and they go fast once you. The most tedious part is pricking the holes.
Right.
Here's one that I've made a couple of these, and this heart I actually kind of made up myself. The words I printed it on the card stock just through Word,
Right.
Microsoft Word, and then went from there. Now there are a couple of places where you can get free patterns.
Yes.
Here's
We
one.
like free patterns.
Yeah.
And we can link these places
Yes,
below
we will do that.
in the show notes, so you can go get these if you want to try making these cards, or maybe some of you guys are already making these cards, and there's some free ones you can get.
I have so many of them at home. I have 8 or 10 different patterns for Easter. I have some for other special occasions, but I just grabbed a few and put them in a bag when I was packing last week. And
Carolyn does a lot of crafts.
I got a lot of
does.
stuff. Yes, I
mean,
do.
I mean,
Yes, I do.
She's one of these people that you show her one thing, she goes, "I can do that," and she does it.
Yes.
And then I tell her to show me.
Yes. And like
We have a lot of fun.
okay, here's one of the kits. This is what I had shown originally. Again, this particular place that I ordered these from, you actually order the little booklets.
Yeah,
Here's
we
one.
can link this below too if you
Yes.
guys are interested in it.
But they're
Okay,
fun. So it's just a
nice.
change of pace, and so
Yeah.
I'm having fun with those. Now, what I'll do with all these cards one of these days, who knows? But we'll see.
Well, you'll give them away, like you
Oh,
guys.
I've
She
been
gave
giving
me
them
some
away,
as
yes.
gifts, and I love
Oh,
them.
yes,
You
yes.
know, so okay. What else you got over there,
Couple
girl?
more things. Oh my gosh.
What else did
too
you
many
bring?
things. Well,
Or what else were you up to?
we can use these on our project bag.
Oh,
These
she-
are special zippers.
Yeah,
and
she got these off of Amazon, and I've never
these-
sewn with these
it's a
before.
lace edge zipper. How many?
Piece of
See,
paper.
yeah, that's all right. You can just see how the lace is on the edge there. Now, these zippers, I believe we can use them for regular project bags. They're actually designed to use in a bag where you have a top open zipper where you have this lace on each side.
Okay.
But we can certainly attach these to our project bag. So I got a package of those. You know me,
Wow.
couldn't live without
My
them.
goodness, they
So
got every color I think we
I
need.
think there's 20.
Did you
or
notice
30.
this? It's got a little tassel thing on the
Yeah, it
end.
has a little thing on there. But you know, they're plenty long, so we'll certainly be cutting them back. We're not going to make
A
our
little
projects
bead
that
thing.
big. So yeah, that's what we did. Let's
Wait,
see.
let me show them this little thing right here. They got one of the little doobie
But
bobbers
this
on there.
particular package of zippers are all sorts of, and I think there's like, I don't know if there were 30 or 40 zippers in here for, I don't know, like $18 or
Is
something.
this like
So
18 inch or something?
I
Or
think it's about a 20 inch.
20 inch,
20
okay.
inch, but
That'd
we
be
won't-
more than enough because
Oh,
our
more
project
than-
bags are not
more than
normally than 15 and a half or 16 inches. So
Okay. The other thing, Lorraine was asking me if I had spools. Now, of course, she knew I had all sorts of spools.
yes, I did.
I have had a bag of spools. Now, these are wooden. Here, you can hold that one.
These are old wooden spools.
Old wooden spools. That has a label on each end. This one, I think it's about a 2-inch spool. It doesn't have a label. But then I have this bag of spools that on the top, it doesn't have the spindle part on the top, but I'm not sure if these would have been used in some type of machine. I'm sure they were some type of machine type of thing originally. Some of them have labels, some of them don't. But you wanted to make a little cross stitch piece and kind of
Yeah,
have it
I do.
stretched off to the side.
Yeah, I
kinda
saw,
wrapped
this
around
on.
it.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
this on Pinterest. They
Yeah.
took a spool, an old spool, and just made a cross stitch piece
Yeah.
and wrapped it around. They probably made it like 5 or 10 inches. I'm not sure how long it was, but they
You can
wrapped
make
it
it any
completely.
length you want.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
it. We probably wouldn't want to make it too thick. You want it to stay within, you know,
Oh yeah,
this
just
boundary.
maybe 6 inches long.
Yeah, but they had put it like a decoration, like flowers or saying, like Merry Christmas or something.
Right.
But it was so pretty, and I thought, I need some spools. So I called her. I said, Carolyn,
And bring your spools. Okay.
but not only did she bring these, a bag full of these,
Okay, you can show these.
but she brought some
These
of
wouldn't really work for cross stitch.
No, but these are antique, and I think they're so cool.
These would have been used for some type of knitting type machine. These are the spindles that go on the top of the
Yes,
machine. And
And we've got the thread still on
yeah,
them.
I probably, here's one without the thread, and it's just an empty spool. And this would have been, I'm sure I got these off of eBay or somewhere years ago.
Oh yeah, I don't think you would have got them from like Amazon. These are
Oh, no,
definitely
no,
these
not
are
at
definitely
all.
antique.
But
type
they're
things.
different sizes, and so if anybody has any suggestions on how these could be utilized, please advise.
Or just so we could just lay them out in a
Absolutely.
basket as decoration.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
When I get a sewing room, guys, I'm hoping for a sewing room when we move.
When you move, that's
when I
right.
move.
Oh, I just realized these are, like, here's 4, all different sizes
Yeah.
and heights. But those are not, yeah, they're nice.
Thank you for bringing these. Oh my
Well, you're
goodness,
welcome.
I'm excited about these. This reminds me when I was a little girl. You know, I'm from South Carolina, and my daddy worked in a cotton mill. We actually
Yeah,
the
that's
whole
probably
town.
what they would have.
Yeah, my whole town was. They all worked. We lived in a
Cotton mill town.
Yeah, we lived in a cotton mill house. We called them mill houses that were built like in the 1890s. By the time we moved there, they were already like 60 or 70 years old, but they were all lined up. And we lived on the hill, and down the hill was all the cotton mills. And my father worked there, and my oldest sister, and my mother did until she started having so many babies that she had to stay home. But yeah, I saw a lot of these bigger ones that they
Yeah.
use to make material, fabric material. Pretty
So,
cool. This is pretty,
anyways,
reminds me when I was a little girl.
Oh, that's nice.
Brings
That's
memories
sweet.
back.
I'm sure it does. I'm sure.
Sweet.
Sweet memories.
Sweet memories.
Yeah.
So,
So I have a bag of these.
she brought a bag of these. When she got out, when she came out to the car, when she got off the
My one
airplane,
suitcase had stuff
she
in it.
had 3 suitcases, and one of them were like this big, and
This was full of
it
stuff.
was bulging. She had so much stuff, and it's all for me. Well, a lot of it's for me. A lot of it's for me, but she's always bringing batting, material.
Oh, I brought some batting. I brought some vinyl. We'll work with
Yeah,
our
we're gonna
bags.
work with
Yeah.
that. So, but anyway, what you
Okay.
got there?
Well, one of my sisters in Arizona that I visited back in October, she crochets. She does a lot of special
She's
things.
like you. She
But
does a
in
lot
her
of
spare time, she crochets. But I just brought you these.
She
few
brought
little-
these to me, and
few
I wanted
little
to
hot pads.
I want to show you guys. Look at this beautiful crochet work.
Yeah, she just enjoys making these. She had like a drawer of about 20 or 30 of these.
And she
so
told Carolyn, "Hey,
pick
get-
out a few.
Pick out a few." She's like
So.
Carolyn. The whole family is very
Crafty.
crafty. That's the word,
Our
crafty.
mother
and,
was very crafty.
and her mother was very crafty. So
In
it
fact,
definitely
let me
runs
show
in the
you
family.
some of the things.
She's fixing to show you guys some things from her mother, which I've heard the story before about her mother making all these quilts by hand.
Yes, my mother was, she passed away 20 years ago now. 20 years ago, 21 years ago almost. But she was an avid quilter. Her very, very favorite quilt pattern was a Dresden plate. And this is her version of the Dresden plate. Now, Dresden plates can come in different sizes, different widths. Each color here is referred to as a blade. In my mother's Dresden plate, she used 15. A lot of them today will use 21. But my mother, her very, very favorite quilt pattern was the Dresden plate. And she would group them together in a group of 20. So this is a group of 20 right here.
And they're all hand sewn.
All hand sewn. My mother didn't do anything.
Here, let's show the back.
Yeah,
Hand sewn.
hand sewn.
Every
and
piece.
they're basted here. But she 2 or 3 years before she passed away, she moved from her home, and at that time she had enough of these sets. Now this is, one set is 20, and that's enough for one quilt, depending on the sashing and the blocks you put it on, depending on, you could do a twin size, king size, queen size, whatever.
Right.
She had enough of sets for 252 quilts.
252 quilts?
She had 252 sets of these.
And all done by hand.
All done by hand.
That is amazing. And how precious
This is
these are.
I remember giving her this fabric. This was the Millennium fabric that talks about the year 2000. And so she put that together. Here's another just with scrappy fabric. And
they're beautiful, Carolyn. Absolutely beautiful.
I really like this one.
These are so precious that your mama did.
Oh,
my
yes.
goodness, and all by hand. You just don't find these anymore. Everyone does it by sewing machine now.
Here's some that has kind of a sewing thing to it. Part of the fabric has spools on it, so it's nice. And typically within the set of these, they would all be the same. So, you know, each one of these has the same pieces in it in this set. Most of these sets are that way. Some of them are kind of a hodgepodge set, but for the most part they are the same. Here's another one that would be the same throughout. And her,
beautiful.
She cut everything by hand, never used a rotary cutter in her life. And so everything was cut
done
by
with
hand.
scissors and just a needle and thread.
And cardboard, or not even a cardboard. Sometimes her patterns for these might be an old envelope or a manila envelope that might be a little bit heavier. I have a box of patterns at home. I should have brought those. You know, that the blade pattern that she has on this, she had multiple ones, of course, has like hundreds of pinholes in it where she would pin it on her fabric and then cut around several layers and then move it, pin it again. And so she had a lot of fun.
And back then they even used newspapers. I remember my mother using newspapers to make her patterns with.
Oh yeah, some of those, but I have a box of
that is neat
patterns
that you
like
still
that.
have that.
So some of these, I had given some of these to your daughter recently, or in the past, and when I was here in the summer, I took a couple of them back because we were making some project bags with them, and so I'm going to be giving some of these to Christy, and I'm going to share these with another lady, another friend here in this area. Shirley, you know who you are.
Yes.
Anyway, so that's what these are.
Am I going to get one?
Perhaps.
Still think about it.
Perhaps.
I want to show y'all. Look at that.
Yeah, I've got a stack of them. I think that's it.
My goodness.
Yeah, so.
That is so sweet.
Well,
oh my gosh.
I think I'm pretty well done over here. What about you?
Are you done? Did we show everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Other than
now.
this.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, our plan is, of course, our next video will be after Christmas. And we're going to start on January the 1st. No, New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, we're going to stay up.
We're going to stay up until January 1st.
Till midnight. We're going to try to. I'm not good at doing it, but I did it last year. And she said if I did it last year, I can do it again. So anyway, stay up till midnight on December 31st for New Year's Day to come in.
And then we will stitch for 5 minutes only, and then we can go to bed at 12:05.
Once it turns the new year, we're going to stitch for 5
And
minutes.
what are we going to do?
We are going to...
What did you call it last year?
Winter Blues is
Winter
what we...
Blues, yes. So we're going to do our Winter Blues stitch. And
for 2024.
2024. And I purchased these patterns at the out in Arizona at a place called the Attic.
Oh, you guys, I know a lot of y'all been there at the Attic.
In Mesa, Arizona. If you've not been there, please go.
I want to go.
Here's was this was a Brenda Gervais pattern. This was called Snow Magic. So it's just a little snowman.
He's
kind of in a
adorable.
globe. This one would be my second choice for the Winter Blues project.
Oh, really?
This would be my third choice. This is actually a pin cushion doll.
Well,
You're into the pin cushions. I'm not.
Yeah, but I don't have a doll to put on her.
Yeah, I have the website for that.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I looked it up. And this would be a little simpler one to do. So this would probably be my first choice.
Well, it's 3 pillows, so what we do? Okay, well, show
So,
them first.
I think we should just do the middle one. Just winter blues.
Just see the winner. And this is by Scissortail Designs.
Yes.
So
And
we're probably going to do the
I
middle
got
one
these
then.
as choices to choose from, so we'll see. But we're going to, the plan is to start stitching 12/01 New Year's Day.
Okay, okay.
That's the plan. We got to do
We'll
it.
let you guys know if that works out. If
We
I
did
stay
it. We
awake-
did it last year.
Oh, I know. I stayed
did
up
it
and I
last
was like, can I see the?
Oh, we were fine. We were fine.
We were fine.
had
My
fun.
eyes were burning a little bit.
We had lots of fun.
Yeah, we did have lots of fun. Well, thank you for bringing those. Yeah, I like the winter one too.
Yeah, I think that would be. a
Yeah,
fun thing
so
to do.
maybe that'd be out. Let's just do it, and we'll just do it on 14 count.
Oh, I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, but it's going to use DMC
Yeah.
colors. That's good.
Oh yeah. And there's only one color.
Oh, is it?
No, it's 2 colors, blue and white.
Okay. Okay. Well, good. Was that it? Is that all you got? I'm looking over there, y'all. She's got a pile of stuff.
I think that's it.
Is that it for everything?
That's going to do it. Yes.
Okay, guys. Well, we plan on doing some cross stitch, and today we're going to actually do some cooking. We're going to
Oh,
make
we
some
do.
Christmas cracks, some Oreo truffles, which I gave you guys the recipe to that.
And chocolate chip cookies. Carolyn's famous chocolate chip cookies.
And they are this big, that big. Well, they have been that
Oh,
big.
they have been
Oh
that
my
big.
gosh, I'm not sure how big she's going to make them today, but they have been that big. But anyway, they're loaded with yummy stuff, so she's going to be making that today. So we're going to be busy cooking today. But we just want to take some time and say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And we'll see you, gosh, when will it be?
Well,
the 25th is Monday. 26th, maybe on the 27th.
Maybe next week,
I'm
if
sure.
not next year.
Next year. So anyway, again, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And thanks for joining us. And we'll see you soon, okay?
Bye.
Bye-bye
Merry
now.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.